Listen, a lot of people take rating movies way too seriously. Like, not everything needs to be a 10 out of 10 to be enjoyed, you know? Sometimes a movie can be completely goofy. It can be a complete and utter 4 out of 10 and still thoroughly entertain you. Like, I previously said all that with the Venom video that I did, and, you know, even though I said I liked the movie for it being a goofy time, some people must have just gotten off of their saddles because they were way too butthurt with that video. So I can only imagine how the DC fans are going to take these jokes. Let me explain. So I want to start off with all the positives because I like James Wan. I think he's a master of horror. I think he's made some of the best in the past decade, and I'm happy for him for now being able to do blockbusters, even if I'm not the biggest fans of them. But I've always liked the way that he works, the way that he sticks with his crew, because this is a dude with his camp who will find talent, they'll recruit them, and as he goes up, they go up with him. Jason Momoa is another dude who seems chill enough to have a beer with while he drinks the whole keg. And like, to me, the best part about the movie Venom was how into it Tom Hardy got, and here Jason Momoa acts like he's Moana, like he's one with the sea, and it's all those water effects too that I think do deserve credit, right? Like, it's not necessarily my favorite looking movie of 2018, but I heard some people complaining about how there were no practical effects and it was all CGI, and I'm like, ma'am, did you expect them to breathe underwater or something? Like, this ain't the 13th year. The actors ain't just gonna grow gills and get to set. That said, this should have been a video game. I'm always talking about how certain stories work best in certain mediums, and I'm telling you, I'm already a sucker for those underwater levels in Super Mario Bros. So an entire game underwater, Bioshock style, mixed in with the side of this movie that feels like Uncharted with the aspect of superpowers sprinkled into the mix, that'd be fantastic. In terms of the movie, however, I'd personally say it's top 5 in the DCEU. We start off somewhere in the ocean, which then becomes somewhere in Atlantis, North Sea, Indian Ocean. It's like the location scout was just guessing. We start off seeing these modern day pirates trying to become the captain of the ship when Aquaman comes in at 30 frames, slow-mo, and saves the day. Now, I don't know why some shots were done John Woo style, considering we're in 2018 and our iPhones can shoot at 120, but what I was really surprised with was how I started the movie rooting for Manta. Like, I know we're supposed to be rooting for Aquaman, but the new thing with DC heroes is that they like leaving people out to die. So when Arthur leaves Manta's father out to die, I knew this man was going to come after him Killmonger style. We cut to Arthur hanging out at a fish spot by the sea, which to me is kind of weird and awkward because to him,
fish are friends, not food.
But the best part about this movie, in my opinion, is his upbringing. How his mom was Atlantean and his father was a fisherman who both got jiggy with it, causing turmoil down under and leaving Arthur to live on land, never seeing his mama. Willem Dafoe then becomes Willem the Friend as he periodically trains Arthur to use his superpowers as he grows up. And Amber Heard shows up looking like wet poison ivy because she wants Arthur to stop all the Chicago politics going on in Atlantis. But can we take the time to acknowledge the costume design? I personally feel we don't give enough credit to all the hard work that goes into this craft, the prestige, the symbolism, how it goes with the story. So big ups to this department, because if nobody else wants to give you credit, I see you. They then enter Atlantis, which I think looked pretty cool. It's kind of like an underwater Wakanda that was originally above ground. They had these crazy resources that allowed them to be so advanced, but then they got so greedy that it caused the whole city to collapse underwater. Somehow everyone just learned how to breathe down there and started talking like they're speaking through a fan.
The threat above us grows undeniable.
Violence has always plagued the surface. They will destroy themselves.
And I love how Atlantis has their own Holland Tunnel and Border Patrol. It's like, is Free Willy gonna go through the top? Is Crush gonna come in through the East Australian Current? Like, Atlantis was so uptight with everything that they had Dementors on the top making sure no one came in. We then meet Patrick Wilson's character, who's truly insidious. He's Arthur's half-brother who dresses up like Goldar and wants to take over the throne before Arthur comes in and tries to stop him. They have this whole Ragnarok Coliseum fight, SpongeBob plays the halftime, and then Mira comes in and helps them escape as they pull a Dory with this whale named Pinocchio. And while the whole movie up to this point, right, has been this action-packed, corny-quipped film, I kid you not, this next scene actually happens in the movie. For whatever reason, they decide to play a remix of Toto's Africa, which at this point has surpassed meme status, but it's actually played by Pitbull, and it blasts over them walking out of the water in slow-mo Baywatch style into the Sahara Desert. Yeah, this is the combo price. Like I said, it turns into Uncharted, which I thought was pretty cool, as they go into these ruins to find clues that'll lead them to the Trident. Mira reenacts a Gatorade commercial with a sweat, which she needs to unlock the bottle, and then Arthur legit delivers one of the best lines in the movie.
Show off. I could have just peed on it.
Like, we trash DC a lot for its corny jokes, but yo, I gotta give them props. This joke hit. They go to Italy and start eating flowers like they're Dorothy the dinosaur. Manta then appears again if you forgot that he was in this movie. And they have this pretty cool one take. Mira becomes a waterbender and KOs them with wine. Something that a lady in my theater resonated a little too much with. And halfway through the movie, they just end up defeating Black Manta like nothing. It's almost like he wasn't even the main villain of the movie. I also didn't feel it was the brother, so I guess the main villain continues to be DC themselves. They figure out where to go next to get the tridents, and I kid you not, this movie turns into How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Should I know you?
But a mother never forgets.
It turns out that his mother never died, but ended up in DC's Pandora and has been chilling there ever since. And like I said, Arthur's backstory is the best part of this movie. That whole mother-father relationship of it not mattering where you come from, but what you do that defines you. How Arthur's considered a half-breed, yet he has the full potential to make things right. And how even someone as manly as Momoa, right? He can reach into his emotional bag and show you how vulnerable he can be. And we also get this super dope shot that DC fans will be having wet dreams of for months. Arthur goes to retrieve his trident where he meets Mary Poppins guarding it. Obviously, we all know the story with Arthur's and their weapons, so he just yanks that thing out easily, heads back home to claim the throne from his brother. They have this major duel on the set of Waterworld that was a mix of looking actually pretty cool and then also super goofy, because like you can't take someone seriously when they're trying to pull up on you underwater, but they gotta wobble their way over to you? Nah. Arthur then remembers his Mr. Miyagi flashbacks to hit him with the wax off. Orm gets defeated and yells. He gets locked up. Manta gets some upgrades in the after credits scene, and Arthur gains his rightful place as the King of Atlantis. Now I can't wait till they introduce...
Say the oath! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, unite!
Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. You know, there's some articles out there that are giving this movie a positive review, and I'm all for it. If this is your favorite movie of the year, go celebrate it. Forget what anybody else says, but The Atlantic, I don't trust you. You're the most biased site for this, if possible. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. Like I said, I personally think that this would be better as a video game. I'd even take a Six Flags ride. You know, Warner Bros. Already has a deal with Six Flags, so I don't know why they don't have a ride for Arthur, considering that there are some water rides. We got like 4 Batman rides at each Six Flags, but there's nothing to do with Aquaman. They should definitely put something in there, because that would be pretty cool. Like I said, this is still top 5 DCEU for me. It's decent. It's fine. I didn't hate it. Good time with it, I guess. I'm hoping that they do better stuff with their sequels. I don't know if Man of Steel's ever going to get the sequel. I don't know if Batman is going to face Superman again. I don't think Justice League is getting another sequel. It's so intriguing to see what's happening with the DC movie universe, because things are all over the place. But I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts down below. Let me know if you liked this movie, if you didn't. I don't know if you guys have checked out this trailer right here, but I want to give this dude a big shout out because he put a lot of work into this trailer.
Bring it on! Bring it on!
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother
Barnacle Boy!
is about to declare war upon the surface world.
I want to be called Barnacle Man!
He's not even making any money off of it, but this is one of the funniest trailers out there. I want to say that it's because of SpongeBob that a lot of people started not really taking Aquaman seriously and seeing him as Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. But go check out this trailer. It's hilarious. I have it linked there. Let me know your thoughts about this movie, what your favorite DC movie is. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll release the Snyder Cut.